Hey guys, Khadija here. Welcome back to my channel. If you stick around, today I'm going to be doing the booktube newbie tag. I really been wanting to do this for a while now. And yeah, have no script. I didn't plan anything out. I'm just going to be talking. I have some tea that I made, and yeah, it's just gonna be like a casual question and answer to just introduce myself and my love for books and for reading and everything. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get started. So the first question is, why did you start this channel? Well, in general, I just love making videos. It's not even like book related. I just like making videos just for the sake of it. But I really wanted to talk about books here. I did a video previously on like the books I've read so far in the year 2024, but I haven't made like a booktube newbie tag video like all the other booktubers have been doing to start their channel. So I won't make a separate booktube channel. I'll just like keep the book videos like on this channel, because honestly I'm still new to like how to make YouTube videos and stuff like that. So I'll just keep it, simple for now. But yeah, that's pretty much the answer. Question 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to booktube? Well, I usually tend to be pretty honest about some of my opinions on certain books. So I'm going to bring a lot of the honesty and the, transparency in my book videos. So I'm not going to, be like, oh my goodness, this book is so good, like 5 out of 5 stars. This book, everybody needs to read it. Because no, everybody's different. We all have books that we tend to read more, or we all have books that we have a certain genre of books that we like to read. So there's no point in that. But what I can bring is like, I love to analyze a lot of the books that I'm reading and like, say what this author did amazing, the writing style, the characters, all that. And I'm going to be like transparent as much as I can, but I'm going to be respectful, because like I said, everybody's taste is different, so not everyone's going to have the same opinion as the next person or as me. So there's no point in that, but it is important to share my opinion, in a respectful way, So yeah, that's the answer to question 2. Question number 3, what are you most excited for about this new channel? To talk about books. I just love books. I've loved it for a long time, and I also love to share my love of books and reading on the web. So yeah, I'm just excited, and also I'm going to make other videos, that are not book related, that I'm really passionate about. So yeah, I'm really excited to, get on board with the booktube community. Question number 4, why do you love reading? I think it's a refreshing hobby to have. I think it's a very calming hobby to have. Of course there's other hobbies like knitting and, watching TV and all that, and people have their own community based on those hobbies. But reading is nice, just to, kind of relax your mind and just, just like escape for a little bit. If you're reading fiction, it's definitely like a form of escapism. But if you're reading like nonfiction, it's more of like knowledge and information about people or life. So yeah, it's always been a hobby of mine, and it's just something that I've always been attached to. So answer the question 4, done. The question number 5: what books or series got you into reading? Good, that's a good question. I got introduced to a book series called Baby Mouse. I'll put that on the screen. I absolutely loved Baby Mouse. I read pretty much all of the books, or almost all of the books, and I think that's the series that got me into reading. I think there's others as well, but I distinctly remember Baby Mouse being the one that I absolutely loved. And of course, there's other series that I loved growing up. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. There's also the Squish series that's from not necessarily from the same universe, but it was written by the same author. I'll put that on the screen as well. And yeah, I just really like those ones. I really also love graphic novels growing up as a kid. So I would read graphic novels all the time. I would read this author called Raina Telgemeier. Like, she makes a lot of great books for kids my age at the time. So I'll put some of her books in the video. And yeah, there's so many, but I think Baby Mouse was the one that I read growing up, and that absolutely geared my love for reading. Question 6: what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Good question. So I've been following this one specific booktuber for years, since probably 2017. Her channel name is A Clockwork Reader. I don't know if I have any like questions for her exactly. I remember I wrote a question on her Instagram. I don't think she'll ever read it, but I wrote down, what are your thoughts on Turtles All the Way Down, the movie? Because like in some of her videos, she mentioned that Turtles All the Way Down by John Green is one of her favorite books she's ever read. And so recently I sent a DM asking if she's watched the movie and what she think of it. So that's probably a question that I would ask. But yeah, like, I think A Clockwork Reader, she's the one that I've been watching the most. And of course, there's other booktubers I grew up on, like Peruse Project, Jessie the Reader, and many others. So yeah, but yeah, the Clockwork Reader is the one that I've been watching the most when I was younger. So that's it. Question 7 says, hold on. What challenges do you think starting a book channel will be the hardest to overcome? That's a good question. Hang on just a second. So I've seen a lot of booktubers. They do a lot of like these reading challenges. Like, I want to read 50 books a month. I want to read 50 books each month, or 100 books each month. And I feel like that's a little extreme, you know. And some people do the 24-hour reading challenge. Some people do the read a book based on your mood, or read a book that's in a genre that you don't normally read, which is a unique idea, but some people aren't really used to that, I think. But those types of challenges, like the 24-hour reading challenge and the read 50 books in a month, I think that's the one that'll be hard to overcome, because, you know, I wouldn't consider myself a fast reader. I'm more of like a medium reader. It depends, like, and I've also learned, which I'm not sure if this is a later, I don't think so. I'll just probably say it now. I have learned to like DNF books, and I think I've been doing that because there's no point in like reading a book that I won't enjoy later, or I know I'm not going to like, so there's no point in that. I feel like I've just wasted my time, and also it makes reading a chore. So I'm not going to do that. If I'm just gonna DNF it, but I'll talk about like why I DNF'd it, or most of the time, sometimes I'll give a book another try. If like people really like it, then I'll try to give a book like a second chance. But other than that, like I want to I don't want to force myself to read a book that I'm not going to like, or it's gonna drag on, so there's no point, and it kills the vibe, kills my love for reading. So no point. So yeah. Question 8. When did you start reading? I think when I was around 4 years old. Like, I've always loved to speak, and I would read big words all the time. My mom read me stories a lot when I was that age, and I started reading for myself. By the time I was around 6, 7 years old, I was able to speak full sentences. Not a flex, but that's just something that adults have told me. And yeah, so and in the previous question, I think question 5, what book series or books got you into reading? Like Baby Mouse, for sure, and like graphic novels. Also like, nonfiction books. I love biographies as well. Those are some of my favorite genres. So, and yeah, like probably like around the ages of 4 to 6 years old, I've been reading a lot, and watching TV, but that's a different topic for another video, maybe. Question number 9, where do you read? At home, usually, or sometimes I would bring a physical book with me on the bus, at school, or if I don't have a physical book, I don't often do this, but I would read on my phone, like the book app. So yeah, but at home usually is where I would typically read. Question 10, what kind of books do you like to read? I'm so glad you asked. Okay, so I love nonfiction, biographies especially. I like learning about a person's life. I love literary fiction. I've read some really good literary fiction books. So I'll probably make a video about that later in the future. And fiction as well. I love fiction. I'm sure a lot of you guys like to read fiction as well. I used to read a lot of graphic novels, but I don't really anymore. I read a little bit of manga, but not too often. Still new to it. I really like science fiction, learning about space and aliens and out like another universe, and that's so fun. And I do enjoy romance. I really do like romance books, but not all the time, because they can get a little unrealistic, and also like, repetitive as well. But I do enjoy a good romance. So, but yeah, those are the genres that I would read the most. Yeah. And the last question, what does your book collection look like? This is question 11. I do not have a specific book collection. I don't own a bookshelf. I usually place my books anywhere in the house. Like, I literally would put them on the table, or I put them in my closet. everywhere. I literally like, it's like crazy, but like, yeah, you see all these booktubers and they always have this really pretty bookshelf, which is really great, good for them. But I usually keep it simple and just like leave all my books like everywhere in the house. So that's that is it. That is it. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more book videos, leave it in the comments down below. And yeah, I kept like rambling, but yeah, yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.